I was in a meeting at work, and it was our monthly executive meeting, and somebody came in and said, you have a phone call that you need to take right now. And I picked up the phone, and my wife said, she has brain tumors. Obviously, to this day, it still bothers me, and you know, it just shakes you to the core.
When brain tumor comes up, you really start to freak out. And you never think that that could really happen, and then you second guess yourself, and you're like, no, that's not the case, that's not gonna happen. And then when they actually tell you that your daughter does have brain tumors, your worst nightmare has become your reality.
My first memory of Riley is when we arrived in the emergency room. It was an evening of fear, and also an evening of some feeling of security and safety. They immediately enveloped us and took us in and tried to provide support for us. And it really, again, there's a whole lot of fear at that first phase of this, but just that feeling that somehow it's going to be okay.
As I look back at Riley, my first significant memory was the amount of education that we were given. When you're thrown into somewhat of a whirlwind of a new diagnosis, the ability for everybody to educate you on where you stand today and where you'll be a year from now was amazing.
I know that they know what they're doing, that they're smart, that they care, that they do a lot of research in hopes of improving outcomes. In specifically, I know leukemia outcome has drastically increased, not just because of Riley, but because of pediatric cancer research around the world. It's drastically improved, and I know Riley is a big supporter of that, and they truly care for the families that walk through the doors.
Riley Hospital opened in 1924. Kids from all 92 counties in Indiana and other states and countries visit Riley doctors more than 300,000 times each year. Riley's red wagons are a popular form of travel for Riley patients and families. There are 9 floors for patients. Every unit has a different nature theme to make it more suitable and interesting. Every room has space for families to spend time with their children who are in the hospital. Everyone knows that healthcare keeps getting better through education and research. In both realms, Riley Children's Health plays a leading role in making sure children's health remains a top priority. Riley is the only children's hospital in Indiana that is nationally ranked by U.S. News and World Report. Riley is among the top pediatric research hospitals in the nation thanks to its partnership with the Indiana University School of Medicine. Riley researchers are working on new treatments and cures for a wide variety of childhood illnesses. Riley physicians work closely with scientists in the Wells Center for Pediatric Research, which is connected by Skybridge to Riley Hospital, enabling Riley to move discoveries quickly from the bench to the bedside.
Dr. Prodhan gives insight on what it is like to come to Riley every day. I often have to take a pause and be silent and grateful to God for giving me the opportunity to work here, and I feel very lucky to be able to do so. I often take time praying for my patients and praying for peace and comfort for struggling families.
Dr. Lori Ackerman states, "It's terrific to see them grow and become the young people with different personalities and dreams. Also, sometimes I see parents who are absolutely devastated at a time of illness and injury who say, we can't do this. And you see them back in the clinic, and not only are they doing it, they're hitting the ball out of the park and providing a terrific life for their child and their family."
My best memory of Riley was when Anthony went down and got to ring his bell. When you ring the bell, you ring it 3 times, and they have this poem, and after you've rang it the 3 times, it means you're done with all your treatment.
It feels good to be a cancer survivor because it kind of makes you feel like you're unique in a way, because you're like one of the few kids that have survived cancer, and it's almost like a bragging right in a way, because you kind of feel unique.
At Riley, I would tell the kids, you're at a safe place. You get to go to lots of fun things if you want to. Even though you're scared, it's going to be okay.
Pediatric cancer being underfunded, I mean, really that's why we started Brains for Hope. I mean, that's our mission now, is to try to raise money, to give back, and to really find a cure for this horrible disease.